Now, next is we're going to study how to get the CPA, TCPA, and BCPA. Now, what is CPA? CPA is the closest point of approach. TCPA is the time of the closest point of approach. BCPA is the bearing of the closest point of approach. Now, CPA is the closest point of approach where the ship is going to pass by on our own ship, which this is the most or the closest point that he's going to approach us. How to get that? Now, to get that, we need to measure 90 degrees or perpendicular angle. Let's zoom it in. Perpendicular angle from the relative motion line. Remember, this is where the ship going to pass by on the RML from point R to M. Connect it, then extend it. That is the RML. We need to make a perpendicular angle on that line from our ship. To do that, make it so align a triangle there, then use another triangle, then point it to our own ship, then make a line. So that is the perpendicular line that we made. So this distance is our CPA. Now, to get how many or how much distance is that, you need to measure it. Oh, sorry. Now, to get the CPA, you need to measure that and use again the scale of the 12-mile range. And the CPA is around, going to zoom it in, it's around 9 or 0.9. So 0.9 will be how much? Point 9 divided by 0.1 will be 9 nautical mile. Is that correct? No. So the CPA is only 0.9. Where is our pencil? Zoom it out. 0.9 nautical mile. It's not even 1 nautical mile. So from this point to this point is only 0.9 or 0.9 nautical mile. It's not even 1 nautical mile. So if you get 0.5, it is only half a mile or half of the 1 nautical mile. Now next is to get the time of the CPA. So you can see here, this point is 0.91200 hours. So to get the time where the ship is already in here, you need to measure the distance from M to the point of the CPA. So let's measure it. Then using the 12-mile scale again. So we can have 5.6. So this distance is 5.6 nautical mile. So remember, we have a formula of distance over speed multiplied by time. So we have distance. To get the time on the CPA, we need to divide it or distance divided by, we need to divide it by the speed. And what speed we're going to use? The speed on the relative motion line, and that is the Rm. And Rm, you can see on the instruction, Rm is a relative speed. So we're going to use the relative speed of 19 knots. So we have 5.6 divided by 19 knots is equals to 0.29, and this is in hours because we are using hours per nautical mile, or knots, nautical mile per hour. So you need to multiply it by 60. So we have 17.6 minutes. So in order to get the time of the CPA from this point to this point is 17.6 minutes. In order to get the time here, we need to add it into 0912. So 0912 plus the time that we calculated, 17.6 minutes. So that is 0929.6 or 0930 100 hours.